Well, the humidity still a factor on this fall afternoon, but no rain in the forecast. That's the good news as you look inside Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Got it. Ready?
And this intercepted on the first play of the game. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
All right, let's go. Easy, 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 easy. Silver.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives them a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Hey. Take right open. Hey, kill. Here we go.
Here's Lawrence. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Lawrence. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick is good. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
Claybrooks going to bring this one out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Well, this will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
3rd and 2. Richardson looking to throw. That one behind his man, incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll go for it and run a little touch pass here. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
These are 24. Great job.
On 1st down, Lawrence. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Hey, Jupiter. Think right.
2nd and 10 now. It's Lawrence. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
Hey, Ryan.
Lawrence giving to Etienne here on the option. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
That's complete right around the 8. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
11.
Lawrence on 3rd down. This is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, you have to be aware defensively that you've got 2 goals because obviously you're trying to prevent the touchdown, but you're also trying to keep them from getting a first down as well. That time they weren't up to the task. And
he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Claybrooks going to bring this one out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And this will be caught at the 30. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. A big play there for Indy. 49 yards.
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline, but here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. To the right side, this is Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have got it back to within a score. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This defense for the Colts, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
There's a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Let's go, let's go. We're good, we're good.
Now Lawrence to throw. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone.
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Colts are going to have it here just past the 25. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Alec Pierce, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. You look at this Jaguar defense, and they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Richardson on 2nd and 10. They'll hit Jackson complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue, just make sure you feed me the football? And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. What a spin. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 60 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
On first down, Richardson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Alec Pierce, 30 yards. And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10.
14. Jaguars 10.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you never going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, Lawrence rolling to his right. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
14. Jaguars 10.
Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
Ready. 11.
On the counter, ETN. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here's Bryce Behringer now. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Come on.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you score.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way down to the 29. 110 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They go play action with Richardson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Josh Allen from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9. So a nice bounce back there defensively after giving up the big play.
Yeah, you can either get down on yourself or you can get motivated. And that time, they dropped him for a loss. So I would say that they got motivated and made the play.
18 Rattler. 19 Lion. Warrior 70. Go.
On second down, it's Richardson to throw it. Pass complete downfield. It's Pierce. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Alec Pierce, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
21, Jaguars 10.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Rip 23.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now Lawrence. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, this hasn't really been a first half to remember on either side of the ball. But I think this kind of makes this an important drive. You'd love to get this back to a one-score game if you can. And that's good work there to get some yardage here and pick up the first down.
From midfield now, Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. The Jaguars at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic change.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. There he goes, right side. Down the sideline he goes. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Colts 28, Jaguars 10.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Hey, go!
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
All right, let's go.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 3. Lawrence will throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
13, Lou.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him early, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Here's Lawrence to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 37. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jaguars get a bit closer. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on. Both sides moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Here we go.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Pierce in motion left.
18, pioneer.
Now Richardson back to throw it. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
They work now on 2nd and 9. Oh, the option to give to Taylor here. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 122 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. This pass left side to Downs. And oh, he coughed it up, and the Jags grab it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball, You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Bryce Behringer on now to punt. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. 1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. This one taken in by Olave. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Stop low, 18. 19 tight, 19 tight. Ready.
Now Richardson. That complete to Downs. And he goes out right around the 39. 7 yards there and a 1st down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3-and-out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
1st and 10, it's Richardson. Olave over the middle. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their 1st timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Antonio Johnson. And the Jaguars are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He'll find ETN out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds right at about the 10-yard line. So the completion results gains there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. With a fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this 3rd quarter at their own 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
ETN up the middle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Lawrence. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 27-yard line. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. And the Colts are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Intercepted by the Colts. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Come on.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
Tackle made by Devin Lloyd, the linebacker. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't it?
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Richardson to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. Lets one go downfield for Pierce. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
From the 43, here's a second down and 6. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. He completes it to Jones. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On first down, Lawrence. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Here we go, set. Cup 19, ready?
On first down, Richardson. And this taken in by Downs. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Richardson looking to throw. He completes it to Olave. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. They go play action with Richardson. He gets it complete to Jackson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Josh Allen picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Richardson looking to throw this. He'll buy some time right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And the corner blitz gets him that time as he goes down for a short loss.
How many times have we sat with coordinators, and especially the defensive guys, that talked about big plays, sacks? They often come in bunches. Well, it may not be a bunch here, but that is the 3rd sack of the game for them.
And around sack 3 or 4, I would think it starts to get in the quarterback's head a little bit.
Not just the quarter.
Looking for Pearson. He's got him. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Alec Pierce, a 20-yard touchdown, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Jaguars 17.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand They've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Hey, easy. Ralph,
Second and a couple.
Ralph. Kill. I'm gone. Hey.
A handoff for Etienne, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. That is caught, and he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here into the hands of Jones. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass.
And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
70 Ranger. Drop 60.
Richardson to the air on 1st down. Complete to Olave on the out route. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll make it 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 21-yard line.
Richardson looking middle, and it's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Now Richardson back to throw it. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee because we all know they relish the chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about. Not just a sack, but a big win built off the efforts of this defense.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Adetomiwa Adebawore, the one who got in there for the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
That's taken it around the 40. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 134 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football, because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 27-yard line. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd. 1st and 10, Taylor now. He'll take it inside the 25.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Here's 2nd and 7. On the counter, it's Taylor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And they take a knee.
Here we go, here we go.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13.
Gravity Lions. Ready.
They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it